Hello students, welcome back to our video. So in the last video, the last topic that we discussed was regarding the social responsibility of business towards the investors. Okay, so now let's move to the next one, that is social responsibility of business towards the employees. Employees are required to perform in any unit. So, in any business or in any unit, employees are required. It is not prone to excrete by saying this, the unit cannot achieve its goal without efficient employees. So, without efficient employees, the unit or business cannot achieve its goal. Therefore, it is the prime social responsibility. Prime means the first and the most important social responsibility of a unit is to maintain and take care of its employees. So, there are certain social responsibility towards the employees. So, in that the first one is to maintain the standard of living. Remuneration. Remuneration means salary. Remuneration is the main purpose of an employee to perform their task. Because they are getting the salary, that's why employees perform the task in the business or do the work in the business. If the remuneration is improper, if the employees are not given the enough salary, then dissatisfactions arises among the employees. It is the responsibility of a company to see that the employees are getting their remuneration in time too. Thus, the unit doesn't have to exploit their employees and have to provide their reasonable remunerations in time. So, first is to maintain the standard of living and to give the enough or satisfied remunerations, or we can say salary, to the employees. Then, second social responsibility towards the employees is to provide the proper atmosphere and facilities for work. To keep the business unit efficient, the favorable atmosphere plays an important role. It is the social responsibility of a unit to look forward for positive atmosphere in the unit and appropriate growth of the employee relationship. A unit can provide this atmosphere by various facilities. For example, like providing canteen, transportation and cleanliness and the proper ventilation facilities in the unit. If the possible, air conditioned facility and separate arrangements for ladies employees should be provided. Got it? So this is the second social responsibility. Then third social responsibility of business involves to provide the social security to employees. In addition to timely reasonable salary, employees have to provide facilities such as provident fund, pension, sick leaves, insurance protections of life, health care and group insurance schemes, etc. So, all these things should be provided by business for the social security of the employees. Then fourth one is give recognition to employee union. Employees forms employee union to present their demands in organized way to the management. So, the employees which are working in the business, they form a group to present their demands or needs in organized way to the management. They must get the recognition from the management, so that they must get the recognition or importance from the management. The employee union represents the employees of the unit. By accepting their reasonable demands, a unit can enhance the employees' enthusiasm. Got it? Then fifth one is compromising attitude of the higher management. Employees are treated as an asset of a unit. Employees are treated as an asset of the unit means, you all know that for any business, assets is a must. Got it? So, employees are also the important part of the unit, because without employees, the business cannot earn or achieve its goal. Therefore, employees are treated as an asset of the unit, because You all know how important is given to the asset. Money, employees are treated as money. Like you all know, without money a business cannot run. Same way, without employees any business cannot earn or achieve its goal. Therefore, they are treated as an asset of the unit. Any unit has to accept that they are efficient in their work. At other side, employees should represent their grievances in person or through their union. By timely considering these presentations and keeping compromising attitude and interest of a unit, employees must be treated like a family members, which create the family atmosphere. Then sixth one is motivation. You can buy hours of your employees, but have to win their abilities. Any unit cannot survive without the constant encouragement of employees' enthusiasm. So you all know that motivation is needed. Like any unit cannot survive without the constant encouragement. So they have to encourage their employees to work more harder to achieve the goals. Therefore, motivation is important. Therefore, to motivate the enthusiasm of employees, unit have to give increment, promotions, reward. So how they can management give motivation to employees, like in the form of they give increment, then they give promotions, reward, etc. in the form of so through it employees morale get boosted. So employees also enthusiasm also increased due to the promotions, rewards. For example, owner of the company encouraged the employees by going on tour with the employees and their families. Employees are awarded for their advanced researches or new work techniques, etc. So these are the motivation provided to the employees. Then seventh one is other responsibilities involves employees' participation in decisions of a unit, arrangements to get inform the employees about the decisions and the important information, conditions of the task to be decided before the appointments. Units have to manage the responsibilities such as look after the arrangement of education of the employees' children and to arrange the planning their timings for the same family of employees. So these are the other responsibilities of business towards social responsibility of business towards the employees. Got it? The next one is social responsibility of business towards the customers. The existence of any business unit is difficult to imagine without the customers. So without customers, any business cannot exist. The customer is the center of the existence of any business unit. That's why a customer is called the king of the market, because without customer the business cannot run. Who will purchase the products? Correct? Therefore, customer is considered as the king of the market. So there are certain social responsibility of any business towards the customers. So this involves, first one is selling of proper product or services. It is considered as social responsibilities towards the consumers while maintaining proper quality of the product or services. So business have to provide the proper quality products or services to the customers. It is a duty of any business unit to provide the products in appropriate packing, weight, without adulteration to satisfy the needs of the consumers. Okay. Now, the second is reasonable price. Any business unit providing services or products have to keep their price reasonable. Okay, they should not keep the price of the product higher than actual price. Okay, so they should keep the price of the product reasonable, which gives a customer proper satisfaction and proper return to the producer. In today's competitive era, a unit requires a reasonable profit in order to survive. But along with, as a part of social responsibility, the units have to charge reasonable price to the consumers rather than recovering more prices. Then the third responsibility is maintaining the continuity of supply in the market. Sometimes artificial scarcity has been created to recover more price from the consumers. It is the responsibility of a business unit that not to create any scarcity by maintaining the continuous supply of a product in the market. They have to provide continuous supply of the product in the market so that the consumers cannot be affected, so that the consumers can get the timely products. Okay. Then fourth one is not to use misleading advertisements. Some business units are advertising for the benefits of their products or services in an aggregated manner, in a misleading manner, in reality which is mostly misleading. Some customers inspire to purchase products or services due to the attractions of these advertisements, because advertisements attracts the customers to purchase the products. After purchasing, they feel as cheated due to not getting their desired benefits from the product or services as shown in the advertisements. Therefore, such misleading advertisements should not be given. And the last one is after sale services. After selling a product or services to the customers, the responsibility of a business unit does not complete. After selling the product to customers, the responsibility of business does not complete. In fact, it is the beginning of the responsibility. For grievances, redresser of the customer regarding the product or services availability of nearest service center, and if the customer doesn't like the product, then freedom to returning back. It is the customer's legal right and social responsibility of the unit. If after purchasing the product, if customers does not like or find any misleading fault or wants to return their product, so that is the legal right of the consumers to return back their products. Okay, so if the unit voluntarily accepts it, the social status of the unit increases. Otherwise, it is fooled by the present legislations, and then the social and business status of the unit diminishes. Got it? So these were the certain social responsibility of business towards the customers. So now we are going to stop here. In the next video, we would be discussing the social responsibility of business towards the suppliers. So if you have any questions or any doubts, please feel free to comment below the video. Thank you.